45 facts about people who want you to do well, but not better than them. They cheer for your progress, but secretly hope it slows down. Their support has invisible limits. It ends where your success begins. They like you winning as long as it doesn't threaten their position. They use words like, "I'm proud of you," but with a tone that sounds uneasy. Their compliments feel half-hearted, as if they're forcing themselves to mean it. When you achieve something big, they minimize it with a, "That's nice." They only feel comfortable when you're one step behind them. The moment you surpass them, their energy shifts. They become distant or defensive. They compare your success to theirs, not to celebrate but to measure. They might give advice that subtly keeps you from advancing too fast. They'll act helpful, but their help comes with hidden control. You'll notice they prefer to guide you rather than grow with you. When you're struggling, they're the first to show up. When you're winning, they disappear. They'll find flaws in your achievements to make themselves feel balanced. You'll start feeling guilty for doing better because their reaction conditions you to shrink. They might disguise envy as concern for your pace or choices. When you outshine them, they'll subtly change topics or bring up their own success. They use emotional distance to punish your growth. You'll feel their warmth fade the moment your potential becomes visible. They crave the image of being supportive, not the reality of you surpassing them. These people love your potential as long as it stays hypothetical. They clap the loudest when you're struggling back to their level. They're threatened by your confidence because it reminds them of their stagnation. They see your evolution as betrayal, not inspiration. You'll notice they downplay opportunities that could elevate you. Their praise often includes backhanded remarks, compliments wrapped in comparison. They won't celebrate your wins publicly, but they'll gossip about your failures privately. Subscribe to stay updated and comment your thoughts. They mirror your energy only when they feel superior. Deep down, they don't want you to fail, just not to rise higher. You'll feel drained after sharing your success with them. They act supportive, but their eyes study your pace like competition. They might mock your goals under the guise of jokes. They often shift into competition without admitting it. They confuse your ambition with arrogance because it exposes their insecurity. You'll start doubting yourself because their energy makes you feel too much. They say, "I'm just keeping you grounded," but what they mean is, "Don't fly higher than me." They get uncomfortable when others praise you in their presence. When you achieve something first, they rush to achieve something too. Anything. They may subtly sabotage your opportunities by planting doubt. They never admit jealousy. They disguise it as realism. The more you grow, the more they pull back emotionally. They'll question your worth behind your back while smiling in front of you. You'll feel emotionally unsafe celebrating your wins around them. They admire your courage but envy your results. True support celebrates your rise. Fake support only tolerates it. The deep psychological impact of people who don't want you to outgrow them. These people are emotional mirrors that distort your reflection. At first, they appear supportive. They clap, they smile, they say all the right things. But underneath that mask lies an invisible competition that slowly rewires how you see yourself. Their energy teaches you to self-regulate your brightness, not because you're wrong for shining, but because your light exposes their shadow. Over time, you begin to dim your potential just to preserve peace, mistaking suppression for humility. When you constantly sense subtle disapproval from someone you trust, your brain learns to associate growth with guilt. You start apologizing for success, filtering your excitement, and doubting your worth whenever you achieve something beyond their comfort zone. This emotional conditioning becomes dangerous. It breeds internal sabotage. You'll start holding yourself back subconsciously, procrastinating, or pretending to be less than so others feel comfortable around you. Their silent envy also distorts your sense of belonging. You may begin to believe that being loved means being small, that too much confidence makes you arrogant, or too much ambition makes you selfish. In reality, these beliefs aren't yours. They're implanted limitations from people whose own insecurities couldn't handle your expansion. The tragedy is that their fear of being outgrown plants emotional handcuffs on your potential. If you stay in that environment long enough, you'll feel like success isolates you and failure reconnects you. That's the most toxic psychological loop, one that keeps you emotionally loyal to mediocrity. And yet, breaking away feels cruel because these people were never openly hostile. They cared, but their care came with invisible conditions. Grow, but not too much. Shine, but not brighter than me. True growth demands a kind of loneliness, the type that comes from leaving behind people who only love your old version. The truth is, some relationships exist only at your lower vibration. When you rise, they lose emotional access to you. Not because you changed too much, but because they refuse to change at all. So, if you ever feel that subtle tension, that someone claps but not from the heart, trust your intuition. Not everyone who smiles at your success wants to see you free. Some just want you close enough to watch you, but never high enough to inspire them to evolve. At the end of the day, people who want you to do well, but not better than them, will always test your emotional strength more than your ambition. They'll make you question if you're allowed to grow, if success makes you selfish, and if peace means staying small. But the truth is, peace isn't found in staying where you're tolerated. It's in growing where you're celebrated. The real challenge is learning how to rise without shrinking, how to protect your light without dimming it, and how to walk away from those who only love the older, smaller version of you. So now I want to hear from you. How do you deal with people who secretly don't want you to outgrow them? Have you ever felt that silent tension between love and competition? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Your story might help someone who's still trying to find the courage to grow in peace. The most dangerous part about having people who want you to do well, but not better than them, is that they don't destroy your life overnight. They do it quietly, through doubt, hesitation, and guilt. They teach you to second-guess your instincts, to shrink before you shine, to water yourself down just enough to be acceptable. And before you even realize it, your dreams start dying in small, polite ways, not because you couldn't do it, but because you were trained to believe that peace is more important than progress. This kind of energy doesn't just limit your success. It rewrites your self-image. You begin to associate growth with loneliness, ambition with arrogance, and success with disconnection. But the truth is, growth doesn't take people away. It simply exposes who was never meant to come with you. That's the life-changing part, when you finally see that outgrowing certain people isn't betrayal, it's evolution. And once you truly understand that, your entire life shifts. You stop apologizing for wanting more. You stop explaining your light. You start protecting your energy like your future depends on it. Because it does. If this message hit home, don't stop here. Visit my website using the first link in the description and explore so much more. You'll find free printable planners to help you stay focused and organized, along with ebooks and audiobooks that dive deeper into self-awareness, relationships, and emotional growth. There's so much more to discover. Tools, wisdom, and inspiration designed to help you rise higher, stay grounded, and live with purpose. And before you go, click the next video on screen. Keep watching and binge other videos on my channel to feed your mind with real, thought-provoking content that challenges how you see life and relationships. Don't forget to subscribe and stay connected. Your growth journey doesn't stop here. It starts now.